Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Ogre 64. This is Shibotsu099. And today, in the organization screen, as you can see, the squad has gotten quite a few levels. They are now up to 15. That surpasses Magnus' squad by a whole level. And since I want these guys to lower their alignment, they are going to be used often. I ended up spending most of my money on them. As I'm down to 613 goth, it's enough to purchase 2 Balder clubs. I think I've been referring to them as hammers for a long time. It's actually Balder clubs you need for the Voltans, which will upgrade the Hawkmen. I was training in Mylesia. Note that you can get a new Pedra from Mylesia by training Magnus 5 times there, and winning on the 5th time. Essentially what happens is you get a squad with an advanced dragon, and either a dragon master or dragoon in the squad, and you have to take them out, and at the end you'll be given a new Pedra. But thing is, I did try that. I saved before trying to do it, just to see if I could. I did, but it spent all my money down to just over 440. It was like 500 and something. And Magnus' squad just got wrecked by that dragon. It was the Earth Dragon, it was the Advanced Earth Dragon, so it casts a spell called Earthquake that essentially took out, over time, the Cleric, the Sorceress, and Magnus. They couldn't hit the it could not hit the Hawkmen because they're obviously they're flying units, and that's an Earth-based attack, Earthquake, so it doesn't damage these sky units, and that's essentially how I won, was that all I had left was my 2 Hawkmen, and there was a Dragoon as well, but he died pretty quick. So yeah, then I didn't have 3 people actually get any experience, and they were pretty well over-leveled at that point after 5 rounds of training, and it was like, well, I don't want them to be going into negative for their alignment. I want this squad to be going into the negative for its alignment, so therefore I ended up doing this. And I also changed up the formation to this because I was seeing during training that occasionally when Ionosphere was cast, it would hit enemies in the back that are straight opposite the Sorceress or Wizard. So essentially, one of these would be casting all the way diagonal to like here. So, if this was the back row of the enemy squad, then this Sorceress would be casting to them with Ionosphere when this Wizard was casting at them. It was interesting. I didn't really expect that to happen in the behavior, but it actually does happen. So I was like, ooh, well, that means by having them on the ends, they'll be able to cast Ionosphere on literally anyone when they cast Ionosphere. When they do it, it could be cast on anyone by having them at opposite ends. And the Ghost in the middle, just for fun, because, again, it can regenerate itself, and it really doesn't get hit physically. It just doesn't really get hit physically all that often. Also, big change here. Black Dragon appears in the forests in Mylesia after doing Mylesia 2. So that's where I went to get the Black Dragon. It took ages to get this Black Dragon. It took ages to get it. It was like over 18 days had passed before I finally was able to successfully get a Black Dragon. I only came across 2. and a whole bunch of gremlins. But yeah, I finally got one. It starts at level 11, which is actually the same as Asdabel. So now this squad is doing good for being able to have the characters of low alignment in order to be a lower alignment squad. So that means I'll need to train them to eventually try and get this Black Dragon evolved, because the Black Dragon here is actually relatively close to becoming the next form. I think it's close. I can quickly check the statistics it needs in its attributes in order to change its class into the Tiamat Dragon. So Tiamat requires level 9, it requires 162 strength. Okay, so that actually is a little bit of ways away. 105 intelligence, so again, a little ways away. And 124 dexterity. So yeah, it is a bit of ways away, but it will, as it levels, it will end up focusing those stats as it levels. So it will level, and its strength and its intelligence and its dexterity will increase over time. Sort of like how this blue dragon is turning out. The blue dragon becomes a Hydra at 138 mentality and 121 dexterity. I leveled this blue dragon and I saw that, yes, its mentality and dexterity rose more than the other stats. So that's what will end up happening, is that the stats that are required for the dragon to change form are the stats that will end up getting raised the highest every time it levels. So today we are going into the highland of Soathon. This is going to be a bit of an interesting fight. There are enemy flying units, but we will be able to buy some Balder clubs, as well as spears, claws, axes, and maces. I won't have the money for any of those. I'm just going to focus on just buying the Balder clubs, to be honest. Are we to be blamed? Are you worried about what Raid said to you? Unfortunately, it's true that we contributed to bringing them into the war. But it was the Western Division, Palatinus, that dragged them into this. Nirdam was defeated by the Brigade of Radiant Cross. They've become slaves to their conquerors. Okay, Magnus. Do you use your weapons to bring harm to people or protect them? It's all in what you use your weapon for. Don't you agree? That's the same thing. We may be the reason why they were dragged into the war. Is it something we can allow? We gave them the right to do that. Does anyone have that right? Or who gave them the right to do that? Does anyone have that right? This is our status. Stay focused on your task. Let's get started. For this operation, we'll begin at Fort Celestis. You will march on Castle Zigefeld, located a day southwest of Celestis. We must capture the castle. According to our scouts, they've taken a southern town and are headed this way. And they have flying units. I'm not sure what they're planning, but be careful. There's an unconfirmed report that the enemy has done something to the bridge. Be careful when crossing it. Okay. Yeah, crossing the bridge. So as... It's the eastern bridge in specific. So as you approach that eastern bridge, it's sort of gonna go bye-bye. I guess I could wait till the end of the mission and have more money before going shopping, but whatever. They established a base in this area to invade Alba. Push all of your worries out of your mind. Are you prepared? Yes, yes, yes. Alright, enemies in this mission. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11 regular enemies plus the enemy commander in this mission. Of which we have 1, 2, 3, I think. There are 2 flying units, okay. And those flying units will go after every town that you try to liberate. Also, there's a Black Knight that will just destroy the this bridge right here, forcing you to go around this way. Again, this is a neutral town too, so you're sort of screwed into not being able to take this town, even if the enemy takes it. Oh, great, that's where the shop is. Awesome. And it's neutral. That is high. That is high. Okay, I know who's going after that. That is low. Holy shit, that's low. That's average. Okay. We're leaving that one alone. Because you probably will not be able to liberate that town. I mean, I can try. Alright, so I'll send Carrie there. Just like I will send Nathan over to that high swamp, to that high point, because holy shit, he's at 100. Okay, he's full waffle at this point, so that means that he can only liberate towns that are 80 and above. Okay, that is a bit limiting. That's a little bit limiting. Because if, say, it was closer to 75, then he could do the 20 below and the 20 above. Actually, if he was at 80, that would be the best, because that would mean. Actually, let's see exactly. Let's try to do a. Actually, we can't because he's squad leader. Duh. And Angel. We're definitely going to have to dispatch Nathan, and we're definitely going to dispatch Carrie. But we're also going to want some more neutral squads out there. Violet's is pretty strong. Asnabel is also pretty strong. Albert is pretty strong. Magnus is base defense this mission, because he's getting a bit high in level, and we have a whole bunch of other people that we need to be leveling at this point in time. I can send out Troy for a little bit of cleanup. I realized that I actually never gave him the item that increases the soldier experience by double. Actually never did that. Dio, come out. Choices. Leia needs the levels, but she's a bit too far behind, so she'll be training her way up. So May and Helen. Okay. Plan of action. Magnus will start heading towards this stronghold, but you're gonna see a Black Knight that will come up and destroy the bridge. If you had a Raven, which you could at this point, and a flying squad, there's no issue about going over here, because Ravens can just fly right over, flying squads can just go right over the water. Otherwise, Let's see. Otherwise, I suppose Nathan is gonna go start heading towards that stronghold. And then... Actually, no. What am I doing? Nathan, no! Nathan will start heading this way. Carrie will start heading towards that stronghold. Violet is actually a Highlander, so she is not going to capture the town. Dio, I suppose, will go that way, but he's gonna definitely go with Helen. Some backup. Okay, and then Troy will go as backup towards that direction, let people spread out a bit more. Troy will go as backup towards here. As you can see, there's a flying unit. Jiram. Alright, so there's a phalanx there. Wow, you are bad. I have Albert that needs to go somewhere. Albert that way. I also have Asnabel that way. As I said, Magnus will be on base in this mission. Hey. No harm sending a bunch of people out towards the same direction as long as the right people end up at the right spots. Oh, he's going to take out this bridge. Okay, that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. He's going to take out this bridge. So, May. Back to base. Magnus, fine. Go this way. But that bridge is going to get taken out. Magnus is fine there by himself. If he loses, I'm not too worried. Why do you follow Lotus's orders? They're using you! You will never understand us. Do you know what it feels like to have fellow countrymen held hostage and be forced into battle? Of course not! You're nothing more than bloodthirsty beasts who fight among yourselves. Ooh. And he's got boulder weapon. He's got a boulder weapon. Guard? I don't want to see guard! I don't want to see Fatal Dance either. Do they get 3 Rens? Holy shit. Oh, that squad commander's almost dead. Nathan? Because none of my guys are actually gonna try and do a frontal assault on that guy. They used a heal leaf. Guard! Ugh. Arg. Yes, take him out. For the love of God, take him out. Darn it, they didn't take him out. They can. They can take him out. Preparing for combat. And they used another healing. Amazing. Oh, that was lucky. Yeah, as long as they don't guard, I'll be able to take out that. Damn you. Oh, thank you, Lord. Sheesh. Yay, feeding alignment. Preparing for combat. You Good night. Fiddle Lance! Ow. Okay. Well then. I'll have to leave Magnus on that town, by the way. That he's heading off to. Yeah, he'll have to stay there. Target has been eliminated. Right, who is... Alright, so Clyde has 2 Doll Masters, 2 Beast Tamers. It's a pretty decent squad. Rivaldi has 3 soldiers. Okay. But yeah, this Black Knight is gonna end up just running back and blowing the bridge. What's this town's, Oh, it's fine. Magnus should have no trouble. Actually, I should keep more than just 1 person on our base. Should do that, just in case one of those flying units decides that they're going to go back and go towards the back and try to kill us. Level up! Huzzah! Well, that was simple. They're going to destroy it! Hurry! Yeah, towards the bridge. Shufferville has been liberated! There's no way that you can catch up to that Black Knight. Sorry, there's just no way in hell that you can do that. Alright. Violet. That guy's moving. Fox! Oh, you're pretty decent. Helen. Nathan. Helen. Yeah, doing a little bit of a dance with these characters here. To try and get a bit of better fights. Because I'd rather have them doing their magic attacks against people that are more resistant. What? Are you kidding me? Not like I mind, he does have a cleric in that squad, so... And this one has a cleric in this squad, too. Squad commander will die. That's pretty much a guarantee. Squad commander will die. So not too worried about that. Even if we do lose in terms of damage. Their squad commander's dead anyway, so doesn't really matter to me so much. I accept your challenge, Mr. Soldier Unit with a phalanx. Oddly enough, we won't actually kill that phalanx. Oddly enough, we won't actually kill that phalanx, and he has nowhere to go because the bridge is going to be blown up behind him. Oh, he used thingamabopper, heal leaf. Alright, take out that fencer. Ooh, a lot of damage. Ionosphere! For 71 damage! lightning! Ice blast! We win. Yeah, there's a lot of damage in this squad. Too bad it doesn't have a cleric. Where does that flying unit think he's going? There's something here! The Robe of the Wise! Ooh. You don't have a fruit. Yep, blew the bridge. The bridge has been destroyed. Oh well, what's done is done. Let's get it on! Ah, I like seeing that. I like seeing vulnerable magic casters right in front. Ooh, good night. Good night. Let's get it on. Yeah, that magic caster is totally dead. And so is this grappler. He is so boned. Good night. Alright. Check it out! A Balder Helm! Ooh, that's lovely. What do you got? Vultan and Hawkman. Preparing for combat! Oh, you just had to be hiding, didn't you? Behind everything. Being at only my... Ow. Ow. You hurt a bit. But we won, so it doesn't matter. Let's go! He is going to go after that liberated town. That neutral town that we cannot possibly liberate even if he takes it. Okay. Do you have another hay leaf? Yes, you do. We're ready to attack! Alright, Vultan! Guard! F you. I'm gonna lose because of 2 guards in a row. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You have gotta be kidding me. Oh, and the Black Knight retreated. Lovely. Ha! Nightmare. Again, I don't really fear the undead units dying. Just so long as it isn't the wizard or the sorceress, I don't particularly give a damn. Ooh, back attack. That means that the squad leader is actually vulnerable to my archer units. And will win. Because, yes, we will win. We have more attacks than them. Huzzah! Helen, perhaps you should use some items, such as a heal leaf on you. Probably could do with the power fruit. I just want to have that. Just to be sure nothing bad happens. Something bad's gonna happen. Ow. Ow. Heal. Thank you. Phew. Damn. Again with Magnus attacking. No, I don't need to interrupt. He should run out of heal leaves. Good night. Oh yeah, Balder clubs. I have to buy those. Two Balder clubs. There's also Balder maces. Increases magical ability. Ah, yes, for our staff. For, I believe, the, actually, I don't know. Who uses maces? And there's axes, but I already have axes. And of course, they have these. Don't really need them. You, Violet. As Nabel. We're ready to attack! Alright, we should be able to take out the enemy commander. You... Ow. Ow. Angelica has regenerated. Katsu has regenerated. And I think... Yes! Liberated! With that, I thank you all for watching. This has been LPShowboat0099, and next time on Let's Play Ogre Battle 64, we will finish this mission in the Highland of Soathon. I will see you all then.